Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at 10 fragrances that will save you money and get you compliments. These are all proven compliment getters. I have had personal experiences getting compliments with these. They're all inexpensive, they're all cheap, they're all affordable, they are all budget friendly. Whatever expression term you want to throw at these are all gonna save you money and you're gonna smell fantastic. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into the list, starting with number 10, which none of these are really in any particular order, with the exception of number 1. Number 1 is probably my go-to sort of compliment getting versatile fragrance, but start with 10. So number 10 on this list, I chose Ellis Portfolio Elite. Apple, geranium, and oak moss are some of the notes in here. And this is going to remind you of a classic men's shave foam. Has that metallic vibe to it. It's a little fruity, it's grassy, smells really clean, like you just shaved, and it is really an amazing fragrance overall, especially for what you pay. I paid sub $20 for this scent. Gets compared to more expensive fragrances like Chanel's Platinum Egoiste, so you can't really lose with this one. It's masculine, it's appealing, it's gonna get compliments. You're gonna smell put together. You can wear this dressed up. You can wear this any time of year, all seasons, really any occasion. This is going to work. Incredible fragrance. I'm gonna link it down below. I'm gonna link all these down below. Ellis Portfolio Elite. Number 9 on this list, I went with an absolute classic that is hyped, but deserves the hype. Scent I'm talking about is Mont Blanc Individuel. Cinnamon, raspberry, and dark chocolate are just some of the notes in here. This is a perfect office fragrance and a perfect going out fragrance. I think it all depends on how you wear it. So if you are dressed up for work, it gives off this sort of clean laundry type vibe, but there's also some fresh sweetness here. And that's where it lends itself to sort of a night out with friends, date night, that type of thing. It's a super versatile fragrance, more versatile than I think it gets credit for. And it's a compliment getter. Blending that sweet freshness. That's kind of a theme you're gonna find on this list. That just works for those mass appealing fragrances that grab attention. They're usually sweet, they're usually fresh, and they're usually projecting and long lasting and grab attention. And all of these sort of fit that bill here. But I love this stuff. Again, another cheapie worth you trying out. Mont Blanc Individuel. Number 8 on the list is, of course, Pepe Jeans Celebrate. Black currant, cocoa, and tonka bean are some of the notes in here. And again, falling in line with that sweet freshness. This is more playful. This is going to be a little more casual and chill. Not something I'd wear to the office or anything like that. So it loses points for versatility, but where it gains points is just in its attention-grabbing sort of qualities to it. That sweetness is there, so you have to like sweet fragrances. It lasts a long time, and there's something a little bit different about this one. It's going to remind you at times of things like a Paco Rabanne 1 Million or an Azzaro Most Wanted. Doesn't smell exactly like those fragrances, but it uses some sort of the same bubblegum sweetness. However, there are just little nuances in here that make it a little different. And what it has over those fragrances, cheap. Definitely check out Pepe Jeans Celebrate. So number 7 on the list is a sleeper. And I promise you, you probably have not heard this one talked about. And if you have, it's far and few between. Not a lot of people mention this scent on any lists, or in general for that matter. Scent I'm talking about is Kenneth Cole's Mankind Hero. Mountain Air, lavender, and vanilla. And although not a listed note, I get a little bit of leather. And I don't know if it has anything to do with sort of the leather accents on the side of the bottle here and on the cap. Could be that, but I do pick up a leather accord, and it's really nice. This one is just different. For me, this is more of a night out scent. This is not something I'd wear to the office. It's a little more grown up. It's a little more sophisticated. But again, it still blends that sweetness with that freshness, that mountain air. It has this cooling effect, which really reminds you of mountain air. So it's very cool how it does that. And for such an inexpensive fragrance, this one really surprised me. Longevity, performance is going to be just about average. However, it does project really nicely for the first couple of hours. So again, grabbing attention, putting yourself in that position to get a compliment. And we talk about compliments, they're not everything. They don't always happen. You have to be approachable. You have to be that type of person that someone wants to talk to. It's just one of those fragrances that's really likable, really nice, and easy to wear. Kenneth Cole, Mankind Hero. Guys, number 6 on this list, one of my most complimented fragrances ever. This was my signature scent for years, and it's another sleeper. Scent I'm talking about is Burberry Touch. Violet leaf, white pepper, and musk are just some of the notes in here. And this one is, man, good stuff. It has this subtle sweetness. Everything about this fragrance is subtle. This is the type of fragrance that when you go in for a hug with someone, they're going to notice it on you and they're probably going to compliment you. It's different. It's that pepper here adds the spiciness. It has this sort of fizzy Coca-Cola vibe when you first spray it on. And that violet leaf gives it just this sort of watery, aquatic feeling. This is an all seasons, all occasions, dressed up, dressed down, casual, office, out. This is one of the most versatile, inexpensive fragrances that you can buy. This would probably be my number 1 recommendation for someone who just wants a really inexpensive fragrance that's unique. It's different than what everybody else is wearing, and it's gonna save you money. So longevity on this one is really good. This is an older formulation. However, you can still get this. Again, I'm gonna link it down below. And man, you need to try this one and give it time because it is unique. It's different than anything that you're probably used to smelling. It's subtle, it's effortless, it's classy. Burberry Touch. All right, guys, so we're halfway through the list, and this room is smelling incredible. Number 5 on the list is, of course, Lattafa Asad. Pineapple, iris, and amber are some of the notes in here. This stuff is dirt cheap, Middle Eastern fragrance, and if I'm being honest, not my favorite on the list. Not my favorite scent profile, but it just works for compliments. It has this sort of resinous feel, that sweet freshness again, just an incredible sillage. So this is not a fragrance that you're gonna wanna really smell up close, but walking by someone, you're gonna get noticed. You're gonna get attention. This leaves a beautiful scent trail, and that's where this one shines. That sort of spicy sweetness, resinous feeling to this. It feels a bit grown up, but at the same time still youthful, and could wear this out to a club. You could wear this to dinner. This is where I would wear this. I'm not going to wear this to the office. It's a really strong fragrance. It's going to last a long time. It's going to project. You're going to get attention, and it's dirt cheap. Lattafa Asad. Sticking with the Middle Eastern fragrances, number 4 on this list, I chose Afnan Supremacy in Oud. Now, this stuff, guys, saffron, oud, and patchouli are some of the notes in here. This one really surprised me. Incredible fragrance. Really unisex, in my opinion, because of that oud. It does come across a bit medicinal, but it has enough sweetness here and spiciness to make this just interesting and well-rounded. So you're getting a well-rounded, unique fragrance here. It's a little bit woody, and the oud is not dirty or stinky or anything like that. It just works. I got a compliment at the supermarket on this one from a complete stranger. She loved it on me. She was literally following me around the supermarket to ask me what I was wearing. Incredible performer. This is going to last all day on you, which is typical of a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances. Be mindful of your sprays. You're gonna leave a really nice sillage. Again, this is also where this one shines, is in its sillage. Love this one, and again, can be found for relatively little money. Supremacy in Oud from Afnan. Number 3, I actually found this one at a Burlington, and they periodically pop up from time to time, but also available on online discounters. scent I'm talking about is Zegna Intenso. Cardamom, vanilla, and pink pepper are some of the notes. I don't know why, but when I smell this one, I think of the color purple. This reminds me of Armani Code. Man, this stuff is damn good. Sweet, a little bit powdery, versatile. I would wear this to work. I would wear this on a date. I would wear this just casually hanging out with friends. So it has that versatility, but it also has this little sexy edge to it, like Armani Code. It's kind of heavy on the tonka bean. This feels a little fresher to me than that scent. So you're getting a little more freshness up top, and that is just perfect for this scent profile. Again, adding to its versatility. I think it's the cardamom in here that's adding that sort of fruity, spicy, sexy edge to this. So this is absolutely mind-blowing for the price. I can't believe this thing was like $15. So you're probably not going to spend more than $20 on it. I'm going to link it down below, but absolutely love this stuff. And you're getting decent performance. It lasts pretty much all day on me. So 6 to 8 hour window to how long this is going to last, and it projects really well for the first hour or so. Great stuff. Zegna Intenso. So number 2 on this list is one that you guys have probably heard about, talked about in other videos and other lists, and for good reason, because it's damn good and it's usually found for around 20 bucks. Scent I'm talking about is Calvin Klein CK1 Shock. I mean, guys, man, immediately fruity, sweet clementine, cardamom in here, tobacco. This is entry-level tobacco type stuff. It's not challenging. So you might not even know if you like tobacco. I promise you, you smell this, you're gonna like tobacco. Really easygoing, really sweet, youthful. Doesn't mean an older guy can't wear this. It's playful, it's fun. This is not meant to be serious. It's not something you're gonna dress up. Incredible stuff, and probably my favorite Calvin Klein ever. CK1 Shock. So finally, my number 1 spot, as I mentioned, this list was in no particular order, with the exception being this next one, which I think is one of the most incredible fragrances that you can buy. So good. Missoni Parfum pour Homme. Grapefruit, birch, and ginger are just some of the notes in here. And this, guys, is the total package. Incredible atomizer. Magnetic cap, man, in the air. Sweet, fresh, really nice. Mass appealing. Love the bottle. Heavy bottle that is just, you can tell it was done with thought and care. A lot of people compare this to something like a Bleu de Chanel. I get the comparisons. I don't think they're a one-for-one. I think this stands on its own. I like this more than Bleu de Chanel. I've gotten a ton of compliments from this. You guys can see this is one that I wear, and this is also just one of those fragrances that, yes, it's versatile, but I find it to be addictive as well. I want to go back and smell it even when I'm not wearing it. Oh man, it's just incredible stuff. It lasts a long time. Performance is off the charts. It's on your clothes for days. This gets way more compliments from me than Missoni Wave, which saw some hype last summer and even some of this summer, and that's a good scent. This is the better scent, in my opinion. This is the better scent from the house and of those two. So if you like Missoni Wave, I suggest you definitely try Missoni Parfum pour Homme. They don't smell alike, but if you're impressed with what the house has to offer, you need to try this one. Missoni Parfum pour Homme. Guys, that's my entire list of 10 of my favorite compliment getting budget friendly fragrances. I would love to know what compliment getters that don't cost a lot of money that you guys love. Drop it in the comment section down below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.